Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Going to go over our Forex trades for today, Thursday, June 30th, the last day of the month. We finished down 9.9 pips on a scalp that was correlated between Aussie yen and Kiwi yen. We'll go over that in a minute. There is some economic news I want to talk about, some stuff going on. There was actually news yesterday as well, which we didn't do a video, so just want to touch base on that. Yesterday, personal income missed estimates, while personal spending actually came in estimates. Pending home sales were horrible last month. They came in with a negative reading of 3.7 when it was expected to be a negative 1.1. That's the biggest crash in 6 years in pending home sales. What else we have? Okay, last night, or yesterday I should say, there was a report came out on Social Security. It was signed off by our Treasury Department, so it's not some conspiracy theory. It's an actual report on Social Security signed off by the Treasury Department and Jack Lew. It says Social Security will be defunct by 2034. It said that disability insurance actually went bust several months ago, and it borrowed from one of the other big insurance plans within Social Security, or big funds, I should say, called Old Age Survivors Insurance Fund, to make it last a few more years for disability insurance. So we all know Social Security is going bust. Seems like it's going bust faster than we anticipated, and especially disability insurance, which there's, I don't know, there's about 50 million, 45, 50 million people on disability insurance in this country. That had actually was done out of money several months ago. So all the politicians are doing is just moving the money around, trying to put a Band-Aid on a leaking ship. It's not going to work. Also, last night, Puerto Rico said it will default even with Congress's aid. So I believe it's July. Is it tomorrow, July 1st or July 6th? They're defaulting on about $1 billion, even though Congress is giving them money. So amazing that just the terrible condition things are in. This morning, initial jobless claims came in pretty much in line. Wasn't a big mover. Chicago PMI actually beat and came in with an 18-month high, 7 standard deviations above the estimate. So not too sure I'd believe that number at all, considering what's going on in the world. This morning, Bank of England, Carney, he spoke at 11 o'clock. He came on a few minutes after 11 a.m. on the East Coast. He said some monetary policy easing is likely over the summer. So, what happened with Brexit on last Thursday and Friday, and the pound getting hit for about 10%, just wasn't enough. So now, Carney and the Bank of England, they're going to want to do more QE and weaken the currency even further, which obviously is good for asset prices in England and other parts of the world. ECB was out this morning as well, saying they're going to weigh looser QE rules as the Brexit depletes asset pools. So since the UK is now out of the Eurozone, they have a less of an asset pool. So they're going to loosen their QE rules. So we've said all along, they started buying corporate bonds. I believe they're even buying junk bonds now. So next is going to be buying equities. So they're taking massive risk with taxpayer money, not just in America, but all over the rest of the world. Insanity, if you ask me. Let's get to our trades. Aussie yen, it was a scalp, and we correlated with New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen to alleviate some of the risk. We were long from 76.660, went in our favor very little, and then just started the reverse. We got stopped out overnight, 76.048 for 61.2 pips. We had half our normal size, as we do at the end of every month. So that's equivalent to 30.6 pips. And we correlated it with New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, half of the Aussie yen size, but you have to take into consideration the volatility. So we were actually a little bit more than half that Aussie yen position in our Kiwi yen position, which was equivalent to 35% of our normal size. So we were short that from 73.062. We covered 72.471, picked up 59.1 pips, a size adjusted 20.7. So it came out, we lost 9.9 pips. It wasn't a pure correlation trade. It was more of a, like I said, more of a scalp trade. So hey, it happens, and we'll move on. So not really a big deal there. And one good thing is it happened on half our normal size, so that was definitely a positive. So that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. We're not gonna trade Friday, taking a long weekend. We don't trade Fridays in the summer, but it is July 4th, so everyone have a great 4th of July if you're here in the States. Everyone else, just have a great weekend, and we'll be back on Tuesday, assuming we get action tonight. Assuming we get action Monday night and Tuesday morning. So that's it. If any signals come out, they'll be coming your way. And like I said, have a great 4th of July.